lady, I'm really in a lot of pain. Can you get me some help?
You've been trying to ruin the city, bring down condo prices and infest it with communists.
I don't know what you're talking about. My name's Pete Banbury. I've fished these waters for 20 years. All I do is I fish and try to raise my daughter right.
Well, Pete,
that I was just a fat bitch? Typical patriarch.
Hey, okay, hold your temper there. You know, to my people, fertility is very important.
The Aztecs all went sterile from UFOs. I read it in a book.
Who is this guy?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Great, for chiming in. And go...
Moorhead and the Exploding Breasts by D.H. Walzow. These exciting dramas are sent to you each week at the same time. All characters, names, places, and incidents used in this drama are purely fictitious.
Isn't it a shame you can't buy napalm anymore?
I sure could use a barrel of the stuff. That, or a remote-controlled explosive device.
You have some very strange ideas. You should probably go into politics. Bryony, can technology really save the day? Is religion pointless?
It's patriarchy, this kind of talk. Calculators are a way of keeping women down, just like slide rules were in the 60s.
From marrying that awful bounder who became a disreputable senator. Oh, Mary, you're some cheerleader. Let me have that, those pom-poms. What's that, doll? Under the bleachers? You got it. Yes. Hey, don't give me the cold hard stare, kid. When you get middle-aged and spend each day in self-loathing, you'll understand. Believe me, you will. Hey, by the way, tell me, what year is this anyhow?
the sundial says it's 1175. Oh, infested with cliches.
Tell me about it.
Wow, you can travel the future.
Ah, yes, of course I can. Don't you listen? I told... potions and emollients and rubs and ointments to make their, what do you call them, testes reach the floor. You know what I'm talking about. Testicles, family jewels. And women, they paint their faces yellow and are sometimes called Brian walking the streets of the village. Boy, is the future like it or not?
Hello, Richard. Have you burnt those plague victims yet? Who are you talking to? Mother... I rather enjoy the king's visitations. It's the only action I get. Besides which, its waters have turned black, and he'll be dead soon.
I got no clue what that means, sweetheart, but it does sound pretty awful.
Well, times are tough since the Black Death took 1 and 3. The king ensures we have enough grain, he drowns the witches, and protects us from the dragons.
All right, I get it. This king must die. You don't gotta spell it out for me.
Well, we all must die. We all must die. But the real question is, will we go...
Needed most, and whichever way his time machine points him. Sometimes forwards, sometimes backwards. Always fun if you're open-minded.
What are you doing with that little gherkin?
Ah, stow it, mademoiselle. Nothing. You see, you can't see me. Oh, boy. That's better.
Been infested with communists.
I don't know what you're talking about. My name's Pete Banbury. I've fished these waters for 20 years. All I fish and try to raise my daughter right.
Well, Pete, there's some good news. Gordon Moorhead saved your daughter from turning to a life of ruining families and being a prostitute.
My Lily? But she wants to be a school teacher, not a hooker. What are you talking...
Looking
for a fisherman who had gone missing. The fisherman's daughter was explaining the circumstances of his disappearance. Then suddenly a shot rang out. The daughter was dead. Moorhead and Molly Malmsteen were immediately on the case. Moorhead...
Steen, I thought I told you two clowns to stop meddling in police business.
Listen to me, Chief. I respect you, but the fact is, without me, this town would be over before it's even begun. Vice Beach should be a peaceful place full of genuine people, and Americans. But while searching for this fisherman, we've uncovered a ring of illegal communists and almost worse, a man...
Buns, anything is possible. American workers are drunk. Factories are shutting down. Youths wearing leather moccasins and piercing their ears. And even the family itself is under threat. Graves, you work in the field of technology. What do you think?
I'm glad that finally, because I've been here. I think the single most incredible thing in the whole universe is the human spleen. Apart from the giraffe's neck.
Please, somebody shut him up.
Miss, don't be angry. Oil instead of milk.
You're a robot.
Yes,
That is
it's
great for the
like
economy.
I wish I was a robot.
God, that's atrocious. That is inhumane, sir.
You're very narrow because you're from low income.
Excuse me?
Nonsense. Because it's already happening in Japan, Australia. Did you know one of 2 babies born in last year in Sweden was a robot? And the rest already act like them. They have the happiest society on the planet.
But how are they making these? What are you talking about?
I feel like I'm alone in this room. Do robots ever top themselves? Do they...
That I can have loads of money and buy designer shoes and be mean to the help. I don't have time to bang the help, much less be down and out for 9 months. Pregnancy ruins the body. Please, you can just tell by looking at that enormous elephant sitting across from me.
Somebody get me some ice cream.
I am from the future, and now I know my mission. I must save you from this awful king who's coming to have his vicious way with you. I must overthrow this maniacal monarch and establish a democracy. Yeah, where people are free and everyone has cars and double-enders. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Well, I appreciate your kind offer. But to be honest, since my husband got slaughtered by the Gothic hordes, I rather enjoy the visitations. It's the only action I get. Besides which, his waters have turned black.
Dirty, smelly, and desperate for handouts from the greatest nation on earth. That's the truth. Now, if you're scared of people with different colored skin or a different belief system than you, It doesn't mean you're small-minded. It means you've understood that there is right and there is wrong, whatever the liberals and the government try to tell you. When you're facing the final judgment...
Sometimes lover, when he's intoxicated, the lovely Trixie Lane, the Time Ranger meets up with danger tonight in... Boxing the One-Eyed Clown.
Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh, heavens, Ernie, do you have to carry on like this every night?
Quiet, dame, quiet, will ya? Why are you always emotional at the wrong time?
Oh, Ernie.
Fight injustice. So tell me, boy, what do you do for fun?
I like to torture animals and slow kids.
Good for you.
Tell me more about the future.
Well, kid, let me tell you, things are a little different there. I'm gonna get a quill and write this down. You could learn something. Let me tell you a few things about life, 800 years from now. First off, there's a big difference between excitement and what you call a...
No, really, it's the Time Ranger. He's from the future. He says in the future, unicorns go around pleasing women.
Well, they try anyway.
Well, that sounds interesting. I'll say the future sounds saucy. Now, don't you and your visible friend get hot under the collar. I don't want any more of your silly ideas. Autoerotic asphyxiation, indeed. Tell me, does my pox look okay in this top? The king is coming by to take me illicitly.
How you doing, doll? Forgive me. Nice to meet you. I'm the, Time Ranger.
Good heavens! But to be honest, since my husband got slaughtered by the Gothic hordes, I rather enjoy the king's visitations. It's the only action I get. Besides which, his waters have turned black, and he'll be dead soon.
I got no clue what that means, sweetheart, but it does sound pretty awful.
Well, times are tough since the...
Always fun if you're open-minded.
Monsieur, what are you doing with that little gherkin?
Ah, stow it, mademoiselle. Nothing. You see, you can't see me.
They had one slow child.
Well, then it'll be on your head, you foxy French harlot. Come on, let me have it.
Oh no, Monsieur Time Traveler! The peasants are rising up to take over heads!
The peasants aren't the only thing that's rising.
Will our traveler be safe?
Up with no respect for politic persuasion. No understanding that a real man doesn't need to see the world to have an opinion on it. And certainly doesn't need to meet foreigners to know they are up to no good. The world is a beautiful place. Let's make sure it's...
Yeah, right, yeah.
I am a good girl! I only do that with the executioners and with blood relatives!
Lucky them.
I have already had one slow child!
Well, then it'll be on your head, you foxy French harlot. Come on, let me have it.
Oh no, Monsieur Time Traveler! The peasants are rising up to take over heads!
Peasants aren't the only thing that's rising.
Will our traveler be safe? Will he survive the angry French mob?
You don't want a passport and consider Los Santos far too full of exotic people. This is the show for you. Too many shows have started up with no respect for politic persuasion, no understanding that a...
Gordon Moorhead and the Exploding Breasts. This episode of Moorhead Rides Again is brought to you by the Vice City Broadcasting System in association with the Friendly Napalm Company of Florida. Because when you need to clear the bush, our napalm is your best friend. First, let me ask you something. How would you like to have a beautiful bronze medal of membership to show you're a special friend of Gordon Moorhead? and the exploding breasts. Last time, Moorhead was in Vice Beach, looking for a fisherman who had gone missing. The fisherman's daughter was explaining the circumstances of his disappearance. Then suddenly a shot rang out. The daughter was dead. Moorhead and Molly Malmsteen were immediately on the case. Moorhead was confident he knew who had just committed this dastardly act.
My show, a public service to Vice City. Like the man who takes your dead photo and announces it at the moment of the festival. But how can we worry about our elderly family members or dogs soiling themselves when there are nuclear missiles, eh? Going? Please, take a flashlight. Are you not worried about overpopulating?
Well, someone's got to make sure we aren't overrun. Plus, I'm producing nothing but top-quality offspring, Mo.
Oh, please.
Hey, excuse me. It's Maurice, please, okay? Not Mo. I'm not a farmer. I'm trying to...
Fantastic! Even a racist like me can be made to feel good by a story as heartwarming as that. See, foreigners, you see, our way works. Let's head to the phones. Hello, you're on New World Order. What's your point?
Gators and swamp people. Florida is about development, and I didn't move down here from my beautiful Connecticut to have some hippies stand in the way of progress. My father ignored me throughout my childhood so that I could have loads of money and buy designer shoes.
It is a little vulgar.
Imagine charging that much for children's underwear. It's impossible to keep my kids from mimicking what they see on TV. All mine wants to do is yell and scream and
Religion is for the weak. I could be killed tomorrow.
Thank
This
God.
woman right here could sit on me with her stomach and kill me.
I have a painful hemorrhoid.
Whenever I think about killing people, or when I write a computer program, hit delete, I know it is the end